Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our podcast. It is your host, Stefie,
And Julia.
and together we're Derps and Burps. And today we're back with episode 53, as I already said. Today is gonna be all about breakups. Basically because of the current topic. If you haven't seen it yet, as of now, Miley Cyrus released a new song which is called Flowers, and we just talked about it randomly before we started recording this episode, and I have a lot of really unnecessary knowledge about celebrities, and I just blew Steffi's mind with all the Easter eggs and all the information of the story behind Flowers. So we're gonna talk about the song. We're gonna talk about it, why it might be considered really petty, and what we think about how she handles her breakup and her divorce, and in general, how we handle breakups, how we handle divorces. I mean, not that we would know, but
would handle divorce.
we would handle a divorce. If how we would handle it if we would stand in such a public light as her, and if we think she does the right thing or not. Yeah, that is what we're gonna talk about. Before we get into the topic, though, we're gonna update you as per usual on what's going on in our life. In I think we're gonna just get right into it, Steffi, right? So, what's new, lady? Tell us.
First, I started to play a bit more of League again because there's a very cool skin for Sivir, and it's a prestige skin. So I might have just bought everything yesterday, the battle pass and the base skin. I think 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Oh shit.
And the base skin, and now I'm like, fuck, I need to grind because I want the prestige skin. I don't play much, so I have to play much. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, trying to grind the points for the Severe Prestige skin because it's super beautiful. Love that one. Have you seen that already?
I don't think so. No, I can
Okay,
look at
it's
it.
it's the lunar from the lunar event. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. The base skin very nice, and then the prestige skin is just hot AF. Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh,
It's
okay,
very
okay.
cool.
I see. I see.
So I want to
I
have
see
that.
why with the split hair dye. Okay,
And
cute,
yeah,
cute.
the one under to your left is the base skin. Left.
Oh yeah.
Not
This
the
one.
red and white one. Yeah, this one. This
Oh,
one
they're
is the base
both
skin, which
cute
is
though.
also very nice. And then the prestige skin. So yeah, I'm trying to grind and not lose my mind in League at the moment in bronze elo.
Nice.
New season, new me, right?
Did you finish your
Then
placements?
nah, I don't think so.
Okay, okay. I just
I
finished mine
played
yesterday.
3, I think.
Okay.
Might do that today, or maybe some Apex today, because today is the last day for the split in Apex, and I want to go at least one division up before split ends, so I don't drop.
What are you right now?
Diamond 4,
Okay.
and I want to be Diamond 3, so it's a 1.5 ranks. Basically gold 1. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't
should be
have to
gold 1.
grind as much.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
That's the
nice.
plan. Let's see. Beside that, I had my dentist appointment today in the morning. I was super nervous about it since you probably know, guys, like what happened over Christmas and how I looked, right? Even looked like this in the podcast on YouTube, at least. It was very painful. Back then, it was a very fucked up situation. And I was just sitting there in the waiting room and I almost had a panic attack because I was so nervous. And I'm usually not afraid like to go to the dentist or anything because I'm fine. I go there once a year, get my like the mouth hygiene done and everything, right? Checkups, everything's fine. But after the accident on Christmas, I was just so fucking afraid and nervous that this is gonna happen again and that I'll have the pain again. Even though it's not logic because my root is already dead, so I can't feel that pain anymore. But the fear was still there. So I was sat there, I was like, putting the manifestation like gesture with the hands, and I was like, everything is okay, Steffi, everything is fine, everything will work out great, you're doing great, don't just fucking panic now. And then I got in, and he changed the antibiotic strip because I got the new one, right? And didn't feel anything, it didn't hurt. he just said he wants to do one more X-ray just to be sure that the purse not like affecting my bone or anything.
Or the
So
pus,
I
you mean?
hope the pus, not
Mm.
pus, yeah, the
Yeah.
pus. So I did that, and next week I have the last appointment where he basically pulls out the strip, closes the tooth in the back, and let's hope everything is fine. I was very relieved after today because it didn't hurt or anything. It was totally fine. Uh, Beside that, I started to practice a little bit of Japanese
Mhm.
out of curiosity. I was kind of torn like apart between I couldn't choose between Korean and Japanese because Korean is considered easier with grammar and all the signs and everything, right? Because they have way less. And I was trying out Korean on Duolingo, and my brain somehow cannot make a connection to the letters. It's not I cannot see or understand in my head why this letter is this sign, you know what I mean, or this syllable is this sign. So it was very hard for me to create this connection. And then I was like, okay, you know what, let's try it with Japanese, because obviously you know a few things like from anime and from the shows you watch and the basic shit, right, through
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
So I did that, and then I realized for me in my head it's easier to make connections to the signs and the syllables in Japanese than in Korean. It's so much easier for me for whatever reason. I know the language is way more like harder than Korean with everything. But I was like, okay, I'm feeling this one more. I'm trying it, and let's see how long I'll enjoy it. I'm just curious, and I want to learn something again,
Mhm.
and I want to understand stuff when I watch Japanese stuff. So even if it's just the basics, or even if I just have the basic of the basic level, I'm fine with that. I'm currently just enjoying it, and I just wanna challenge my brain a little bit again with a new language.
Mhm.
So I'm doing this. Then we got the Aurora collection last week from Logitech.
Yeah. Now we're Aurora
Uh,
Aurora twins.
Cloud
Let's
Sisters.
go.
Love that, love that. And the purse, like the case for the headset is so fucking cute.
Yes, I love it
I
too.
got. So yeah, did that, like made a reel out of that, which turned out very great. Everyone was happy with it. I was happy with it. And beside that, we had our first horror event stream, Ben and I. Like the
Mhm.
chill one, we started The Devil in Me from the Dark Pictures anthology. Uh Gotta say, I don't understand why everyone's saying the story is so good. So far it's trash. um I cannot make a single scenario up in my head that would blow my mind
Mhm.
so far. We played, I think we're 4 hours in. The whole game's like 8 to 9 hours, depending on how fast you're doing it. We're 4 hours in, and it started in the end, like in the end of our stream, it started to get more interesting. The first
Mhm.
3 hours were like, I was just constantly like, Ben and I were like, okay, when is it like getting interesting? You could have done what they did in 2 hours within half an hour, like the
Mhm.
story wise, what they're telling. It's very like annoying to me because it's very slow
Mhm.
with not much of a interesting substance. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes. We continue this week, or by this time when you hear this, we're already probably done with it. And I might upload it on YouTube as well because I just want to upload our horror playthroughs so people can rewatch it.
I think that's a really good idea.
Mhm. Maybe on a second account, like on a whole complete gaming account.
Mhm.
Let's see. I was planning on doing that with the horror games at least. And so everyone sees the reaction and the bullshit we're doing in the games. So yeah, I'm curious about the game. I hope it gets better. Really hope, because I heard a lot of like good things about it. But
Mhm.
so far, the Dark Pictures anthologies didn't really hit me. Like,
None of them?
not really. They were okay, but none of those were as good as Until Dawn back then,
Hmm.
with the setting and everything and the scary parts, and yeah. And I think that's about it from my side. What about you, Julia?
Okay. I just want to chime in on the practice Japanese thing because I actually
Mhm.
started when we booked our flight to Japan. I actually started in Duolingo as well with Japanese. and
Ooh,
I think,
nice.
but I only did it for like a week or two, and
Mhm.
then I kind of just forgot about it. If that makes
I have a
sense.
question.
Hmm.
Did you buy a Duolingo Super because the fucking
Oh no.
adverts were so annoying? You didn't?
Mm-mm. I
There were
don't get
ads
adverti
every
I didn't get ads though.
what?
Like,
There were ads between lections all the time. The whole time I got ads. Like
did you
just
use
the
up your stars
promotion.
thingy?
No, 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 no. Just the
I didn't.
basic upgrade to Duolingo Pro. I
Oh,
got that
that
all the
I don't
time.
know. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that much for me.
Oh
Maybe
shit.
they
Okay,
target
maybe.
you with ads again. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
probably.
something about you being targeted with ads, Steffi.
Yeah, and I'm not even like I'm not even buying much, you know what I mean? I'm the
Mm.
wrong person here. You won't gain much with me. I mean, to be fair, I bought Duolingo Pro because it was fucking
So
annoying.
it worked.
It
It
worked
worked.
there, yeah.
I didn't
I
because
bought
like,
it. I bought it.
so I used to use Duolingo a lot with French because
Mhm.
it was like last year I wanted to surprise Nathan with learning French without him knowing. So I learned like French for like 3 months or something like that,
Mhm.
which was actually pretty good. Um, and yeah, then I started with Japanese end of last year, but I only
Mhm.
did 2 weeks. I completely forgot about it. Maybe I'm gonna start a little bit again because we're flying
Good.
in a month, so I
Yeah.
can actually use it a little bit. Like at least the
Uh-huh.
basics. Um, Beside of that, what's new? In a month, I'm in Japan already. We're gonna
Mhm.
start pre-producing our episodes, so you guys don't have to miss us. Um,
Mhm.
I already have all the things for my streaming setup because I'm
Nice.
planning on maybe doing some IRL streaming while I'm in Japan.
Mhm.
I'm obviously gonna vlog.
Mhm.
My YouTube channel actually started up again. We're posting videos
Mhm.
now once a week, so every Friday you can get either a gameplay or a vlog video from me. So I'm super excited for that. Beside of that, I think I talked about it that I started beginning of the year. I started cutting, so my bulk is over.
Yeah.
I'm now trying to shed a little bit of the fat. I honestly
Mhm.
didn't really gain a lot of weight. I gained a lot of muscle,
Mhm.
but I think I gained 1.5 kilos, 2 kilos, but I already lost 2 kilos now in 2 weeks or something. To be honest, it was just water weight a lot as well because
Yeah.
I'm eating like really clean. I'm not really eating processed food. I'm eating no white sugar. Um, I'm really really clean eating for 8 weeks. Yeah, all in all, we're going to Japan.
Mhm.
I mean, now it's not 8 weeks anymore. Like I'm already the third week in now. It's actually super easy because the thing is, when I started a year ago, I started tracking calories and I was trying to eat for me just so you know roughly like I'm 162, and when I started I think I had in the higher 70s kilos, like I think it was like
Mhm.
76, 78 kilos or something like that, and now I'm like at 71 ish.
Mhm.
And back then, when I would eat 1,800, 1,900 calories, I would still be gaining weight.
Mhm.
But now my maintenance, like without gaining weight, is at 2,200 calories roughly. So I
Mhm.
can eat 400 calories more and I don't gain weight.
Yeah.
And now that I'm cutting, I eat like roughly 1,900 and I'm
Mhm.
losing weight. Imagine you're able to eat almost 2K calories while still
Yeah.
losing weight. Like it's dropping off pretty easy, like compared to back in the day when I tried to diet with like I don't know, trying to eat 1,500 calories a day or something like that, which was
Mm.
stupidly crazy. So for me, again, I'm super super happy about everything that I learned about my body and how it works, and making my body be able to actually burn calories and like be the machine that it's supposed to be and be able
Mhm.
to build muscle, burn fat, feel healthy. Like I'm not tired, I'm not hungry. Um it's actually super chill, to be honest. Like
Mhm.
obviously it's like, oh yeah, not eating any chocolate or sweets or frozen pizza or any like fast food or anything right now, but that's fine because I know it's only for 8 weeks and then I'm going to
Mhm.
Japan and then I'm going to be eating
Yeah.
all the good food in Japan. And then I'm gonna see how I'm gonna come back if I'm gonna
Mm.
be gaining a lot of weight. We already also found a gym in Japan, So we're gonna go
Nice.
there. Which is actually kind of hard because for people that don't know, when you're tattooed in Japan, you're not allowed to go into normal public gyms.
What, really?
Yep. You're not allowed to go because of tattoos. So I
God
think
damn.
I could technically go if I would cover all the tattoos so they wouldn't see that I'm tattooed. I think that
Yeah.
would be possible, but I don't really want to work out in long sleeves, if that
That's
makes sense.
crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know
you're
that.
also not allowed to go into hot springs, for example, like the onsen that are
Mhm.
there. Um, yeah, the reason is like the yakuza and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Mm. Like it's something that is like really deep in their how do you say it, like in their culture
Mhm.
implemented, that
Yeah.
they don't allow that, like, and also with the onsen, like the hot springs that you have, like we're not allowed to go into public onsens because we're tattooed. So the only onsens that we're allowed to go to is like privately owned ones that specifically allowed tattoo
Crazy.
people to go there. Yeah, so you need to be really, really, really careful with what you're planning on doing when you're tattooed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's the thing. So we found a really cool gym now,
Mhm.
and that is tattoo friendly. That is kind of okay. You pay like 15 euros for a day pass, which
Mhm.
is kind of okay-ish. Like we found a different one that would be like $20 or something a day,
Mhm.
which $20 is a lot. Like we're not gonna go every day because we're gonna be running around all the time anyway. We're
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
some hotel room workouts and stuff as well. Um, yeah, but we have a gym that we can go to, which is like 15 minutes from the
Nice.
hotel, in Tokyo itself. And yeah, so that is really nice. Besides that, also Laura booked some really funny things. So actually, a lot of people send it to Laura and me. There's something in Tokyo. It's called the Muscle Bar. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
They're like also
No.
streaming on Twitch. It's like basically, I'm not sure if it's called Muscle Bar or Muscle Mommy Bar. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So it's basically a bar full of ladies that are super trained, like buff women
Mhm.
that are serving you there, and you need to reserve a time slot
Yeah.
to get a spot there. So we did that, and then
Oh my god.
you can, like when you go into bars in Japan, like sometimes they have like those animation things, like where they dance around and they do like fun things, or like when you
Mhm.
pay somebody a drink, they do a dance or whatever it is. And so this is like a full on gym themed bar with buff
Nice.
women where you go in and you exchange your money for like muscle dollars or something like that. It sounds a little bit like a strip club, but it's not. I can link you later. Like they stream the whole time, they open the stream on Twitch, so you can even see us when we're in there. I'm gonna tell you when we go there.
Mhm.
Um and like you
Isn't
can,
there
yeah.
sorry, to interrupt you. I can't remember if that was Japan, but they also have these like bars and the quotation mark houses with hot guys. There's only hot guys and there's a lot of girls going there and you just
They
pay hourly and
they
they
act
do
like your boyfriend.
that as well, but like they're bringing you the drinks and then yeah, like they'll stay with you and stuff like that. We
That
need to
is
go to
that is
this
that
one
is
as
in
well.
Japan actually. Let me write that to Laura. I need to write
You
that
guys have
down.
to go there.
I'm not sure how how okay Nathan and ES are with that, but there's something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure because
No
I
say.
I actually follow one of those guys on TikTok. Now that you say it, it's like um they spoil the women there. So like they
Yes.
listen to you, and they spend the evening and have conversations with you. Like there's no touching or anything involved.
Not no.
Yeah, men that listen to you. I'd be up to pay for that. No, I'm kidding. But it's like hot guys that like spoil you, right? So I don't
I
know
think they're
if
called
that
something
is
like sheep something are those guys called because you can literally like book them for home as well in Japan,
for at
and they.
home.
Mhm. I watched a Vice documentary about that. Because Japan culture with this is very like exclusive, right? They don't show that in public, right?
Mhm.
So a
Mhm.
lot of
I
people
need to
that
write
are
that down too.
single
Shit.
and want intimacy can book these guys and they will just like lay right next to you in the bed or cuddle or watch a movie with you. Like, no matter if you just feel lonely and want someone next to you or want more, I
Oh,
think
they're like
there's even,
prostituting
yeah,
as
you
well.
can. I'm not sure about like having actual sex, but like touching, like cuddling and stuff is also a thing with them.
Okay, okay.
So
Yeah,
book
I mean, I
someone for
wouldn't
the
wouldn't
hotel room.
I think it's going a little bit too far. But yeah, so anyway, this muscle bar where we're
Yeah.
going, there's the things like you can buy like a protein shake for your favorite girl and then she's gonna do a dance. And then when you go in, you can exchange like real money for muscle
Mhm.
dollars, like they'll have their
Mhm.
own currency, and then you can buy stuff. You can buy stuff like being piggyback rided, like you ride piggyback on one of the
Lol.
ladies, she squats you on the back. There's like also different challenges where you do something against the girls, and if you win, you get some more dollars or whatever and
Yeah,
can buy
yeah.
stuff. Um has also something called a muscle sandwich that only ladies can do in there. Only if you're a girl and you go in, they can do it. So you sit on like a chair or something like that, and then like the women come around you and they do like the motorboat on you
Lol.
with the boobies and with the booties. Um. So yeah, that's called a muscle sandwich. So Laura said we need to do the muscle sandwich when we're in there.
Oh,
So yeah,
hilarious.
I can show you later. I got a clip from that, how that
Mhm.
looks. So anyway, we're
Yeah,
gonna be there.
please.
Super nice girl, super funny. So we're gonna do like a lot of the traditional things. Like we're gonna visit a lot of temples and stuff, but we're also gonna do like the real culture
Touristic.
culture shock muscle mommy bars in Japan,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Um, yeah, what else? We started recording the podcast a little bit later than usual because we got so much fucking snow in Austria and Klagenfurt. Today I was already fucking shoveling snow for over 2 hours today, and it was horrible. It was horrible, I'm going to be honest. Because it's not that warm. So I didn't expect the snow to happen because yesterday when I came back from the gym at 10 in the evening, it still had 5 degrees outside. So it was like
Mhm.
way too warm, clearly, for snow. And then I went to bed at midnight and I heard that it was raining really heavy, and I remember going to bed to sleep and I was like, "Oh, good thing that's not snow because that would be a lot of snow." And then I
You
woke
jinxed
up.
it.
Mhm. And then I woke up at 6 a.m. from a tractor in front of my house plowing the street. And we had like, I think it was like over 20 centimeters of snow. It was fucking crazy. But it's so heavy because it's like 2 degrees outside, so the snow is like melting a little bit. So it's like really heavy, wet snow. It's not like the
Yeah.
powdery nice one. Like, oh, I know I had a rest day today, and now I had to do 2 hours of cardio of fucking shoveling snow, man. Not happy about that. Not happy about that. But hey, anyway, we did it, which is nice. Got a little movement in as well.
Mhm.
And the last update from my side, I also started a new book. I
Mhm.
think already like 2 weeks ago or something, but I'm almost done. Which is called The Secret of Charisma,
Mhm.
which is actually really, really good. Like it was a book that I had recommended. Like I use Audible a lot, so I listen to audiobooks all the time. And so that was one that showed up over and over again. And I have
Mhm.
like credits on my Audible, so I can buy one book every month and I have like a bunch of credits, and I was like, yeah, whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna buy that book. And it's actually super, super interesting. It's something that
Mhm.
helps me as well because um I think I said that before, like I'm struggling with being a good listener
Mhm.
often. So this also explains you what you can do and how you learn to actually be a better listener.
Mhm.
And it's also really interesting because the book kind of also opens your eyes about when people are manipulating you, right?
Okay.
So obviously a book is meant to help you being more charismatic towards your surroundings or the people around you, right? um but it is I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit about manipulation as well. Like
It always is.
how you can turn the people or
Yeah.
pull people on your side or make
That's
people.
part of charisma, I would say.
Yeah.
Like it's it's a very thin line, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Of bad manipulation and just steering the way you want to be or make it go
mhm.
is it's a very thin line.
Yeah,
You
it's
just need
maneuvering. Yeah,
yeah, you basically just need to crack the other person's code that's like face to face to you.
and
And once you crack the code,
it's a cheat code for that. It basically
yeah.
tells you if the person across the table from you is like this, use this method. If they're
Yeah.
different, use the other method. Like it's literally a handbook on how to, even if you're
Be
like,
low key.
exactly, like it tells you everything. It tells you like if you want to be liked by a person, if you want to be admired by a person, if you want to be looked up to, if you want to be on the same eye level as them. It's about also how to bring bad news but still being liked, and those kind of things. It's super super interesting actually, but it's also a little bit scary because you can now see, but because obviously those uh ways of manipulating people, some people do that without being aware that that is what they're doing, right?
Mm.
They're just like really good manipulators by nature, if you will,
Mm.
or however they
Mm.
got raised or whatever. And it's actually super interesting because I feel now sometimes when I have uh conversations, and before I was like, wow, this person is something about them that makes me want to listen to them the whole time or makes me feel really good in their presence. Because of the book, I know now why
Mhm.
that is the case. So I have uncertain people, not all of them, obviously,
Mhm.
but I have a little bit of a different picture and understanding of other
Mhm.
persons, which is super interesting. So,
Mhm.
no matter if you want to be more confident, if you want to work on your own charisma, um, self esteem, or like your presence towards the outside on how you want to be perceived by the people around you, or if you have the feeling that you might be manipulated by people around you often, I can really recommend that book. Like I'm not fully done. I think I have like 3 hours left or something of the book to listen to.
How does the cover look? Julia,
It
I'm
is.
trying to find
It's
it
a
on Amazon.
peacock. It's a peacock. I
It's a
can.
peacock. Oh, here, das Charisma-Geheimnis. I
Das
just don't have it in
Charisma
English.
Geheimnis. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't see it, sorry guys. My
Yep,
camera
yep, yep.
doesn't like. Okay.
I can link it later. I'm gonna link it later. It's like a normal book, and you can get it as an audiobook as well. I can link it
Yeah,
for the
please
info
do
box
so.
later.
Mhm.
Um, really, really good book. So no matter what your intentions are, I think it's almost one of my must-read books on just understanding people
Mhm.
and take out of it whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you have to use the methods, but even if you just take out of it that you notice when people use manipulating tactics
Yeah.
knowingly or unknowingly on you, that you're aware of that is actually really crazy. And it's a lot also about like mirroring and stuff on how you make other people really comfortable in your presence in just
Mhm.
mirroring what they're doing and shit like that. It's or just body language. It's like a lot about body
Yeah. Yeah.
language,
Yeah.
listening, um, the flow.
Reading the person.
It's really really good. Can really recommend the book.
Mhm.
Really really good. Yeah, that was everything for me this week. Um, should we talk about the listener of the week
Mhm.
from episode 50? You want to read it out, Stefan?
Mhm. I just realized I forgot the name. I
You
didn't
forgot the
write the name
person I
here.
was?
I didn't write
No.
the name here there. Sorry guys. Give me a sec.
It's okay. Steffi's gonna find whoever the listener of the week is. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna tell you
Random.
from which episode it is. The listener of the week is a comment from episode 50. New year, new me. And
Mhm.
the name of the person is.
The name of the person of this comment, guys, is Finally Fallen.
Ah!
And
Nice.
they say
Mark
that
again.
Hecate, huh, Mark?
Mark. Yeah, it's Mark again.
Okay, that Hecate story is really awesome and so weird in the fact that everything's so matching with you, Julia. Maybe that's the way she shows to you, so you are now blessed with luck. A new year couldn't start better. Regarding that moment feeling that everything will be fine, no, I never had this in my life, but I kind of enjoy you two talking about it. Must be a great thing, haha.
I'm sorry, Mark.
When it comes to New Year's resolutions, I have to admit, didn't really make any when I think about it. I want to work less on things I don't enjoy and put my time and effort into new projects I do enjoy. That's a very good thing.
Mm.
One of them is actually a podcast I recently started. So since you two make like 90% of my podcast podcast listening time, it's fair to say that you inspired it. That's so nice. Hope
Oh.
you had a great start into 2023.
Oh, Mark. Thank you so much. Really, really
Send us the
appreciate it.
link.
First of all,
We
yeah,
want to hear.
we would love to hear your podcast. We would love to share it, maybe also here in the comments. If you want to. Um, I'm sorry to hear that you never had a moment or the feeling that everything will be fine. But I personally wish you for 2023 that you're gonna have that feeling this year at one point whenever you will need it. Um, and thank you for being such a good listener. And yeah, I had the same feeling when I read about Hecate, the way I found her and how fitting it was to everything in my life. I was like, okay, everything just fell into place. So I love that as well.
Nice.
Noise,
Oh,
noise.
it's Hecate. Hecate. It's
Hecate, yeah.
Hecate. I'm
Hecate,
always yeah,
Hecate, yeah.
Hecate. Hecate. It's always in my head because of Sabrina. And when I see the word, I never know how to
I never
pronounce it.
watched Sabrina what that's in.
Yeah.
In which season is
Hecate.
it?
That's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
The first
They
season?
talk about Hecate. I think more in the second. I'm not so sure, if I'm honest.
Okay, no
But I
problem.
think it's second season where they
Okay,
talk
okay.
about Hecate.
Interesting. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
have to look into it. I don't know. I never saw her before, and then now everything about Hecate is showing up on my TikTok timeline as well. You have
Mm-hmm.
been chosen by Hecate, and I'm like, yeah, okay, algorithm, I get it. I wrote it in my notebook. I got it. I got it. Yeah. So now that we caught you up with what's going up on in our life, we had the listener of the week, and now we're gonna get to our topic today, which is how to handle breakups and the whole topic about Miley Cyrus' new song "Flowers." Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the background story of this beautiful song that is really, really catchy. And maybe, I didn't notice it straight. Steffi didn't notice it straight
Nope.
either. Um, but maybe you're like, oh, this song is so fucking catchy. I don't know. I feel like I know this song. It is because you know the song. Um, so the story behind the song. Should I start with where it's originating from, or what the reason is for the song behind
I would
maybe?
say, yeah, I would say with the date of release, and then we go into why and how, and
Okay, that's a good way.
give us the
Okay,
deets.
so Miley Cyrus' new song "Flowers" has been released not on any day, but it has been released on the 33rd birthday of Miley's ex-husband Liam Hemsworth. If you don't know, Miley and Liam were dating on and off since 2009. They got together, they broke up a million times in between. Um, she wrote Wrecking Ball about him, many, many great songs that were all about him. They're the loves of each other's lives. But it's has been a really, really toxic relationship. Liam also cheated on Miley a million times. No, I don't know a million times, but he cheated on her multiple times. They got back together, I think, some point 2016. They got married in somewhere 2018, 2020, or something like that. And then they got a divorce, I think, a year after the marriage. They got married super secretly first, There were a lot of rumors if they got married or not, and then
Mm.
Miley posted about it publicly and said, "Yeah, it's true. They got married. They also were engaged something like 3 times. They broke up the engagement 3 times before time, and so on and so on." Yeah, I mean, they got together really early. I think a lot of people that might have those early on relationships, and I think especially if you're both that young and you're in such a big spotlight, having those first relationships must be really, really heavy. Imagine, or hard. Imagine, if I imagine,
Mm.
I would
Mhm.
have my last relationship, even just while streaming already. That would have been a fucking huge mess. Like I would have had to update you every few months if I'm not together, if we're broken up or whatever. So I'm really happy that I didn't have to do that. So I
Mhm.
can just
Mhm.
imagine being on the level of public display of Miley and Liam, right? So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
definitely doesn't make it easier, right? Um.
True.
Anyway, so those two got divorced. I'm not sure. I think it was 2000. Was it last year? 2 years ago? I'm not sure. Anyway,
Something
one
around
year
that,
after
yeah.
they got married, they got the divorce. Yeah, and then there was this song that Liam said was kind of that was the song of Miley and Liam, or that Liam dedicated towards Miley. That was
Mhm.
called "If I Was Your Man" from Bruno Mars. And if you compare the lyrics of Flowers and Bruno Mars, you will notice that those songs have almost the same lyrics, and then Miley is kind of referring to the song or answering to that song.
She's basically answering to what Bruno sings, yeah.
Exactly. Um, so basically, that is Miley's really, really petty way of ruining everything that Liam likes. So, but that is not all.
I love that.
Not only is that an answer to their song together, and not only did she release the song on his 33rd birthday, no, there's so many more Easter eggs. So apparently, I obviously don't know how true that is, but from the sources that I've read online, the house where she actually filmed the video is actually the house that Liam allegedly cheated with 14 different women on Miley. And she rented this house just to film her video in there. There's also
Mhm.
14 different places where she's filming. Yes, Steffi? What's up?
Can I say something?
Yes, sure.
She's a Sagittarius, but only one day by she only like passed Scorpio by one day. I was
Oh.
just think sorry to bring in the whole like zodiac signs, but this would be my way of just like showing you my
Yeah. You fucked
revenge.
up.
Like, you
Here's
know what
my
I mean?
revenge. Yeah.
It's
So,
like 23rd of November is her birthday. Yeah, go
okay,
on.
so she's almost a Scorpio. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, interesting. So the song, the birth date, the house he cheated on her with 14
Mm-hmm.
different women. She filmed 14 different scenes in that house.
Yeah.
On top of that, the golden dress that you see that she's walking into the video is from the same collection and designer as her wedding dress, but in gold. So that's
Mm-hmm.
being really petty. Still not enough. She's making fun of him working out there, right? And
And all the hip
the
thrusting scenes,
hip
like
thrusting scenes and stuff. Now we know
I now
why.
understand it. You know what?
Hmm.
That's like I was watching the video with Ben 2 days ago. We were like, yeah, we're vibing, songs good and everything. And then Julia gave me all the deets today, and I was like, oh my god, I understand why she's doing that
Yep.
now.
But now,
Crazy.
now there's even one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so apparently one of Liam's favorite movies is The Joker, and if you notice, there's like a scene where Miley walks into the house in this huge oversized suit that he's wearing, and then does
Mm-hmm.
the Joker dance. So not only is she impersonating the Joker and ruining again everything that Liam kind of likes for him,
Mm.
but it's also the suit, the exact suit that Liam wore on the red carpet. There's like a really famous video where Liam and Miley are on the red carpet, and Miley is being the crazy self of her crazy self that she is, and
Mhm.
there is Liam on a carpet straight next to her and tells her, "Can you just behave for once?" And then she gets really angry. He walks away, and it's like a really public weird situation that I had. And apparently, it's exactly the suit that he wears on the red carpet that she wears in the moment she does the
Fucking
Joker
genius.
dance.
I'm so proud of her. I'd be the same. If I had money, if I had a good voice, this would be my way to deal with that shit, you know? I love it. I just love it. I'm so with her.
Yeah,
Great.
but it's so funny as well. Like if you Google that, like the first things that come up, oh, Miley Cyrus stealing the song of Bruno Mars. But apparently, like again, those are only just the sources. Like I found all of those
Mhm.
things only on the internet. I don't know 100%. Like I wasn't on the
Yeah.
phone with Miley and was like, hey Miley, is this true? And like she was sadly a
What's
little
good?
busy. Yeah, she was sadly a little bit busy and couldn't return my phone calls. But allegedly, that's what's going on. And for me, it's just a little bit sad to see all of those posts online where everybody is like, Miley ripped off Bruno's song and so on. Apparently, allegedly, Miley, before she released the song, and I think even, or while she was writing the song, she actually reached out to Bruno and was like, hey, this is the story. Am I allowed to use the sample and go on the song? And Bruno was like, yes, girl, you go, you do your thing. We don't know if she is giving a part of the money that she's earning through the song to Bruno. I don't know that, but that is what know through the internet. How much of that
Mhm.
is like 100% true? You take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, yeah,
Salt,
yeah.
but yeah. So what do we think about that? I would like to know from the people in the comments as well. Do you think she's being too petty and she should just get over it? That it's over. Be happy that she dodged a bullet with him. Um,
Once again.
or would you do the same if you would be in her position? Like, how do you see it, Steffi? You already said like if you would have the money, you wouldn't.
Um, I'd be her. Like I would deal with things because I think I said it pretty often already. I have a very high sense of self-justice and can be vengeful,
Mhm.
especially when you hurt my ego. Again, I'm always trying to like figure out if it's my ego or if it's actually me being hurt, more than my actual ego. But sometimes I would love to put on such a show for something sometimes if something hurt me so much, right?
Mm.
So I totally get it. I totally understand why she's doing it, and I'm fucking hyping the shit out of this. I'm so with her. I don't see it petty in the way of like in the sense of how she did the video. I in the background, considering how often they got together, how often they broke up, how often they got engaged, and now divorced and everything. Yes, probably.
Mhm.
Because at this point they're just both dumb
Yeah,
and have to learn something, and they will get together as often as needed to realize that they
are not good for each
whatever
other.
they have to realize in their relationship, but they apparently both have something to learn. Um, so beside the whole background, the video itself and how she dealt with it, I'm so with her, and I'm just a fucking fat fan of this. I love it. What about you?
I have to say, I think like it's a cool thing in the sense of
Mhm.
there's so many Easter eggs. There, she's being so petty, and I obviously don't know all the details. I don't know. Is it
Mhm.
only the Liam that cheated? Did Miley ever cheat as well? Like, you
Mhm.
know, I think it's kind of hard to judge a relationship from only what's publicly known
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
obviously they've been together for such a long time. There's so much of the things that went public, so you don't even know what else has happened behind closed doors.
Mm.
I personally think, or if I would go from my own point of view,
Mhm.
what would it take me to do something so petty? Like that person must have hurt my feelings so fucking bad that
Mm.
I feel like he deserves such a public display of disrespect towards him. Like he must have done a lot of bad shit that she does that to
Mm.
him.
Mm.
Then again, I don't know Miley that good. Like maybe she's just being a petty person. You know what I mean? Like it's depending a lot on personalities, and there's so much that gets put into has to be put into perspective. But I still think personally I would never handle a breakup like this,
Mhm.
just for the simple reason that I don't know. I and then
The
again, like
thing
I talk a lot about my ex relationship here as well, where he doesn't have a say or a way of telling his side of the story. Beside of that, not that I even think he cares. Plus, I don't have like the reach that she has, and like there's not gonna be. I'm not gonna like randomly be played in the radio when he's sitting in the
Mhm.
in the car and has to listen to a song that I wrote about him, right? So it's definitely way different scale than that.
The thing is, if you're an artist, there's so many artists, like singers,
Oh yeah.
that wrote songs about their previous relationships, right? Remember Harry Styles and Taylor Swift? Swift
Mm.
both wrote songs for each other when they broke up, like multiple songs. And obviously, I know that because I was a huge One Direction fan, right? So I I know that shit. Um, about what did you say? I
Yeah,
didn't.
Taylor Swift wrote songs for every single one of
For
her.
everyone, exactly. And there's so many. There was
I mean,
another one that popped up
that's
in
what
my
makes
head.
good songs, right? Like good
Exactly,
songs.
pain,
Yeah.
everything, emotions, like drag you into what you're feeling, like drag your listeners into what you're feeling with a fucking insane song. Beyonce made a song about Jay-Z cheating on
Mm.
her and stuff like that. There's so pain makes good music, exactly, and that's obviously she's a gold digger. You know what I mean? No matter
Yeah,
if
she's profiting on what Liam did to her. So
exactly.
it's
Like make a good thing out of
smart.
it.
Mm.
Yeah. And what she did in this way is more like this song screams of confidence for me. The others, for example, the Taylor Swift songs or whatever, they're always like, oh yeah, everything was so shit. Why were you so shit to me? Why did you treat me like shit? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
this song is like, bitch, I can do everything on my own, and I finally realized it. Don't know if she actually did, but the way she presented that song and with the whole video and everything just shows that she's a fucking badass bitch about it, you
Mm.
know? And
I just
making
hope
huh?
for her that they don't like get back together in half a year or some shit.
Even
You know
then,
what
maybe
I
that's her
mean?
inspiration. Maybe he is her muse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe some people need the highs and the lows, and I
Mm.
include myself. I sometimes need drama in my life.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
how it is. And maybe that's her fucking heroine. Maybe she needs that to bring
Mm.
out another banger album. And if that's it, then yeah, maybe you're never happy in your love life. And you can cry about that with your hundreds of millions on your bank account. Like pick your poison, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 for sure.
So yeah,
But
maybe they're just
imagine
addicted to the pain.
imagine being
Liam
Liam.
can't do
Liam
anything.
is like, dude, I'm finally it's over. I'm done with it. Just let me enjoy my birthday, and then that comes out. Like I'm just
I
imagine
love her.
being him. Like,
I love her.
dude,
Destroy him.
I
Destroy
yes,
him,
yes,
queen.
100%. But again, do you know how annoying it is in real life already to just have a petty ex, and then imagine
No.
having a petty ex on like that level? Or like not even you yourself, but you I'm sure somewhere in your friend circle or something there's a breakup where like a random normal kind of dude broke up with his girlfriend, and then there's this crazy ex that just can't stop obsessing about him and just can't let
Yeah.
go and just post like passive aggressive sub tweets and stupid ass shit on Insta stories and stuff, and you just watch it and you're like, dude, can you just let go of it?
Yeah, that's the thing. That is the level of what I wouldn't do. But if I had the chance and if I had a good voice and everything, and if I could visualize and verbalize like the way she did, I would do it. Like I that's the thing. I don't see that as petty as other things
Mhm.
because you're not
'Cause it's on
crying
a
like
bigger scale?
indirect. Yes, because you're not crying indirectly about it through reels or through anything. She's basically standing there making fun of him where he cheated, like in this house, making the dumb moves and everything. And she's just like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck with you now. You know what I mean? It's like
Mm.
it has a different vibe for me. Maybe because I didn't really follow their whole like love story and
Mhm.
everything. Um, and I'm not really annoyed about this. But in my opinion, the song is more of a positive thing than it is of a negative thing.
Depending on which situation you are.
I mean, obviously, in her.
Mm.
Fuck Liam.
I mean, of course. I mean, he fucking cheated on her, like, I don't know how many times, so does he deserve it? I mean, if you're in a public relationship like this and you're stupid enough to cheat
I mean, like, Chase,
so many
what's his
times,
name? Like Maroon 5.
oh my god, yeah. Like, I mean, that kind of stupidity, like, that is something.
Fuck
Fucking fuck that body.
the body of yours.
I mean,
Fuck.
see, that is something that I will never understand. Like, if you know you're in fucking public, you're a celebrity, you can fuck basically
They want to have a normal life as well. Actually, a
90% of the
private
people.
life.
Of course. But if you then decide while being in a relationship to fuck 14 other girls in the same fucking house,
Yeah.
and
He's
and
not
you
the
think
smartest candle.
that is not gonna come out,
Not the
like,
smartest
dude,
candle on the cake.
not the brightest candle, yeah, not the
No,
sharpest tool in the
not the
shed, definitely not
brightest, smartest candle.
the smartest.
How can a candle
Chef
be
is
smart?
also not the smartest candle. No,
Brightest
I
candle
mean,
on the cake. Yeah.
does he deserve it for stupid shit that he did? Yes. Do I think that Miley was the easiest person to be with? Definitely not.
Definitely not. No.
But
But
ah, jeez.
for me,
Imagine
it's
you
like
have to
it's
listen to that shit every time it comes on the
love
radio.
it. I love it. This is out now forever. Deal with it.
And now, you know what's gonna be the
I
greatest
wanted to
thing?
add something. Mhm.
He's gonna be in The Witcher now, right, Liam?
Oh, really?
Now, yeah, yeah, he's gonna be the new
Okay.
Witcher. Wait, is
Wow.
it Chris or is it Liam? I think it's Liam that's gonna be, yeah, yeah. Liam is gonna be the new Witcher. So now imagine when now all the, yeah, I know Monka is Henry was peace out. You guys are not sticking to the story. I'm outie. Get somebody new. They got
Yeah.
Liam. Now this is all happening. I'm guessing, like, I think the new
Him
Witcher.
crying on the set all the time. Yeah.
Not the song again. No, but imagine now being interviewed like, "Hey Liam, are you excited to be the new Witcher?" "Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. And big footsteps to fill, but I'm ready." And then second question, what do you think about Miley's new song about you?
Yep.
No, I'm sure he has like a list or something like that of questions or topics that are not allowed to
Yeah.
be talked
And
about.
I mean, and if they ask him, he probably practiced already all the answers,
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
you cannot dodge this. You
No, no,
you
no,
just
no.
cannot dodge this.
I
And
mean, all of these people are trained. Like
exactly, exactly.
they have people that train them exactly for
Yeah.
situations like this. Let me just
And
see if
I just
he
wanted to add,
posted anything.
um,
Yeah.
no matter if like despite the fact if I judge if he deserves that or not,
Mm,
the song alone for me is just amazing. And as I said, like the way she executed everything is just such a cool way, in my opinion, because I can relate so much with her in that like scenario.
mm,
If he deserves it or not, I have no fucking clue because I don't know what really happened, as you said, behind closed doors, right?
mm.
I'm very disappointed in him if that's actually true. He was a cool guy in Hunger Games, but guess not
I mean,
anymore.
he's hot as fuck. Like
Nah.
I thing is, like, he is
Ah,
exactly Liam and Chris both are fully my type. I have to say, Miley, you went for the wrong brother. You had to go for Chris. Chris is the good brother. Liam is the,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, you know.
yeah.
Both hot as fuck. Like, I can see. Listen,
Attractive men, yeah.
I would fall for him as well. Listen, if that man would tell me that I'm the only girl in the world for him, I'd probably believe him too. Would I believe him 14 times in a row after cheating on me? Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not, right? Um,
Oh,
but yeah, I don't know. The- See, I
no.
can understand. I've been in a toxic relationship where I was so addicted to the other person, where I was addicted to the highs and lows. So
Hmm.
I
Fix
can
him.
I can fix him.
You want to fix
Exactly.
him?
Yeah, I'd fix him. I'd be Liam, come over. I'm the one, I can fix you. See,
I'm
that's
the one.
I'm the one, I can fix you. No, see, but that's the thing. Before that, not that attractive to me. Now that I know how mentally fucked up, would be interesting for me
Would
because
smash.
would fix him. Would try to fix
Would
him.
smash.
It would smash. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard one. But for me again, then again, I'm still being petty about my ex, even though we're not together for 9 years anymore. Can I blame her for writing a song like a year after? Probably not. Who am I to judge? Um, but yeah, Steffi just started a really nice transition into her next topic because she said she would still smash. So we had an idea for our next episode that we hope that you guys gonna like. Um, as you know, Steffi and me, we have very
We
different.
are entering the Zoomer world, guys.
Now you made it
Ascending
cringe. Oh no,
30-year-old.
it was already cringe, but Steffi made it even cringe. Help. Um,
Basta. Stop.
um. So yeah, what we're gonna do is basically, as Steffi said, yes.
No, I just wanted to do it again.
um, so basically, as we saw, the next or the at the moment, the cool thing to do is to do smash and pass votes on people, fictional characters, anime characters, actors, streamers, everything that's out there. So what we're gonna do for the next week, our handy dandy lovely Fudgy McFutchinson is gonna search a few examples, so we're not gonna know which pictures or which characters, which persons we're gonna be seeing beforehand the episode. We're gonna be presented with pictures of whoever it is, and then Steffi and me gonna have to decide smash or pass, and we're gonna have to give our reasons why.
Mhm.
I think my reason is often gonna be there's nothing to fix, so pass.
And minus there's too much to fix, so pass.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're gonna probably divide it like evenly. You don't
Mhm.
think? I think the ones that I'm probably gonna pass on, you're gonna smash, and the other
Probably.
way around.
Yeah, I
I'm just
CBA to deal with people that are like so broken. I can't even have a normal conversation with them. It's like, no,
That's for
get
me like,
out.
yes, come to me, please. Tell me all the things you've been destroyed
Get
before. Oh
get
yeah.
out.
See, but that's the thing again. Like I can or we can be so happy that everybody has different tastes in people. Like doesn't matter if it's like when it comes to like the physical appearance or even their mental stability. If you will. See, but then again, I'm asking myself if I need people to fix, why do I have Nathan? Because there's nothing to fix about him. I mean, he's
Yeah.
autistic, right? So he's
Mhm.
way different. See, maybe that's it. Maybe I got to know him and I thought, holy shit, that person is broken. But then turns out he's just autistic. Maybe that was it. Um, so I don't know. Maybe it was just my brain for once making a logical decision. My brain was like, you
Yeah.
know what, you just took for 24 years, you took the wrong man. Let's just once give a nice guy a try and see how that goes. And then I get
Maybe
comfortable
that's
and
maybe that's your what's it called? Fuck, wie heißt's? Oder
say it in German. Describe it.
yeah, I'm not finding the German word either right now. Um
My awakening.
the one thing, for example, like you have your relationship, but that's the drama you just want in your life every now and
Mm-hmm.
then.
Mm-hmm.
Is it your like is it called petty something? Is it like that? Nah, what's it called? Am I dumb? Steffi!
You dumb? Pet peeve?
It's not, is it that or
What do you
toxic
mean?
trait?
A
It's not really
toxic,
a toxic trait,
like,
but
what you
you know
want,
what I mean?
what you think
It's
you need,
like,
but you don't really need in your life.
yeah, you just want the drama sometimes.
Mm,
So you find the people the people that need fixing attractive.
mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I get that. Like
But you want stability.
I
Oh
know
no.
realistically that I would never long term be happy in
Yeah.
a relationship with somebody that I need to fix that can clearly not be fixed.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if I would ever be in a relationship again with somebody that I can fix, as soon as that person be fixed, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's nice helping you. I'm out. But see, now that I think about, like, I don't like the way I got to know Nathan. I was in such a broken relationship at that point where I saw that there's no fixing, and then Nathan came in being this Prince Charming, like presenting all the nice things I never had, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I just want something nice for once. And
Mhm.
then I stuck to it. Maybe I just got really lucky that I was so fucking um desperate that that I was like, I'm just gonna go there. Yep, I think that's it. I'm
Mhm.
happy Nathan came by, and now I'm not letting him go anymore. And he's too
Mhm.
comfortable anyway as well, so he's not gonna leave anyway. Nice. Perfect. So yeah, next episode, Smash or Pass episode. We also gonna have a
Summer edition.
Japan episode at one point coming in where
Mhm.
the lovely Laura, not only my fitness coach, but also the lady that I go to Japan with, is gonna come in and we're gonna make a little episode where we're gonna talk about Japan. How did I get to know Laura? Why do we want to go to Japan? What is it that Laura knows about Japan? And we're also gonna give you a little bit of a tool tip about what to think about before you go to Japan. For example, the things with the tattoos.
Yeah.
Must knows, like, what things do you have to visit? What is etiquette? How do you need to behave? Like all of those kind of things. So we're gonna make a whole episode about Japan that we hope that you guys are gonna enjoy. And yeah,
Mhm.
I think that was it for today. We will see you
Mhm.
again in next week's episode on Monday, as per usual, 9 a.m. on YouTube. And if you're too impatient for that, you can always straight in the morning. If you want at 1 a.m., you can already listen to it on Spotify. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube, following, and rating our podcast on Spotify. And if there's anything more that you want to tell us, feel free to leave a comment or just shoot us a message on one of our Derps and Burps social medias. We love you all. We wish you a beautiful rest of your day, and we see you again next week. Bye!